Shalom everybody, hope you're doing well, hope the week was amazing, getting ready for another beautiful Shabbat in the world, Pashat KiTavo. Again, as always, so many things to talk about, but I'll talk about this. In this week's Torah portion it says, we're getting to the end of the Torah. Moshe is giving, again as we said in previous weeks, his last final speech to the entire nation, giving them his last chizuk, strength, motivation, all that good stuff. And as we approach the end of his life and the end of the Torah and the beginning of the next phase of the Jewish people entering into the land of Israel, he's telling them things about getting ready to go into the land. So KiTavo, when you go into the Aretz, when you go into the land of Israel. And at some point during the Parsha, Moshe shares with the nation that when they cross the Jordan River, which is standing between them where they're camped now and the land of Israel, so you should set up these stones in the river itself. You'll also set up stones outside the river, but on these stones you're going to write the entire Torah. And not just the entire Torah once, but in 70 different languages, 70 times. Right? So the Torah that is so precious, so dear that the Jewish people receive, that the Jewish people are given, is now going to be translated into the nations of the world, to the nations to hear, to see, to understand. It's this really powerful thing. Right? There's many different things we can say about that, but something I learned in the Sfat Emet, he says that it's to show the world that there's a connection between the land of Israel and the Torah and the Jewish people. He specifically says the land of Israel and Torah, but basically that why the Jewish people, why is Am Yisrael getting the land of Israel, this special, beautiful place in the world? Because they accepted the Torah. Right? There's a midrash that says that the entire nations of the world, all the nations of the world were offered the Torah, but everyone, for their own reasons, said no. And only the Jewish people said yes. Only the Jewish people accepted it. And as a result of accepting the Torah, they're given the land of Israel. Right? And there's this deep connection between the Torah, right? The words of the Torah, the teachings, the spirit, the spirituality, the depth, the wisdom of the Torah in the land of Israel. Right? So many times myself personally, when I travel this land, I just look out at the hills, the valleys, the physical land of this place, of this area, of this country, and I feel like I'm learning Torah. I feel like my eyes are seeing Torah. And there's a very, very deep connection between the land of Israel and the Torah and the Jewish people. Right? The Jewish people accepted the Torah, and as a result, get the land of Israel. Right? When you get such an amazing gift, such a precious item given to you, what do? What's the best thing you can do? Show your appreciation. Right? Say thank you, todah. How do you say todah? Right? So at the very, very beginning of this parsha, this beautiful mitzvah of bikurim is given. KiTavo, right? When you come into the land, you can have this special mitzvah, right? To bring bikurim, your first fruits of the species of fruit that are native to this land, pomegranates, grapes, figs, dates, right, and so on, right? And it's this beautiful mitzvah that when you start to see, your fruits starting to appear on the tree, the very first one that you see, you tie this little string to, a little gumi. And it's a little sign that, okay, when that gets to, fruition, when it gets to its ready state ripeness, I will pick that fruit, I will not eat it. I will bring that and the other first fruits that I harvest this season, and I'm going to bring it to Yerushalayim. I'm going to bring it to Jerusalem. And all these people from all over the land are going to come, march, celebrate, dance, parade to Jerusalem to bring these first fruits in these baskets. And if you learn in the Mishnah, it's unbelievable. The way they decorated the baskets and the fanfare and the celebration, the music and the dancing that took place in the streets of the cities and towns of Israel as Jews from all over traveled to Yerushalayim is unbelievable. It was this great showing of joy, of celebration, of happiness. Why? Right? Because we were given this land. We were given this precious gift. We're giving something back to our Maker, to our Creator, to the one who gave it to us, right? Saying that this is all yours anyway. There's this beautiful teaching in Pirkei Avot that talks about David HaMelech basically, right? And says, Ki mimcha hakol, right? Umiyadcha natanu lach. Right? Saying that everything's from you. So anything that I even give to you is actually from you anyway. It's just like this cyclical cycle, right? This circular cycle. Everything I have is from you, right? But I want to show my appreciation for what I have by giving some of that back to you. Right? And this is this beautiful connection between the sharing of the Torah in 70 languages to show that the Jewish people have this intimate connection with the land of Israel, showing appreciation for this precious, amazing gift, right? By giving something back from this land specifically. Only the 7 species, right? Only from the 7 species can you give bikurim. And I'm saying, I love this land so much. I love you so much. I'm giving something back. So much more to say. The sun is setting over here. Shabbos is coming so soon. Saying lots of love and blessing. We should be able to see in our own lives the blessings that we have, right? The things that we've been given, and show our appreciation by giving it back, by passing it forward, at least recognizing where it all comes from. Lots of love. Shabbat Shalom.